Yeah, crazy night indeed for a town we were just saying who could use a championship. What do you like? What's the big takeaway from this Braves team for you after seeing what you saw last night? They were buyers instead of sellers. People have been going through that a lot, and it paid off. What's your big thought about what you just witnessed, Buster?
Well, first off, yes, the fact that they were buyers and not sellers, and in an era in which we see teams tanking, Alex Anthopoulos with his team below 500, he's the general manager of the Braves, after Ronald Acuna Jr. was hurt, decided, you know what, I feel like I owe it to my players to do everything I can to win. And so he went out and made a series of trades. Think about that. A team spending money in the middle of the year, making a series of trades, trying to win when they're under 500 rather than give up on the season. And it all came together for them, which is why when they beat the Dodgers in the playoffs, Alex Anthopoulos, as the champagne celebration was going on, he got absolutely crushed by the players, happily. Completely drenched because they knew how important the acquisitions of Jorge Soler and Eddie Rosario and Jock Peterson, and Adam Duvall were for them. They packed the ballpark, and as I was talking to Freddie after the game, doing the post-game interview, Terry McGuirk, who's the CEO of the Braves, walked up to him. They shared a huge hug. Terry McGuirk is the guy who's going to lead those negotiations. I think that they will wind up getting something done because he's the face of the franchise, and that's not going to be what you're going to present to your fans. Yeah, we're going to let that guy go now that we won a championship. I think they'll work out something after they get the CBA signed.
How about Correa as a free agent, Buster?
He's going to kill it. Carlos really set himself up well. The big question about him coming into the year was, can he stay on the field? And he did. And he had arguably the best season of his career. And the expectation is that there's going to be a flush market for those free agent shortstops, and maybe a surprise market because teams like Seattle and Detroit and Texas will be really aggressive, along with the Yankees or maybe Philadelphia. Carlos turned down $120 million from the Astros in spring training. I think he might get over $200 million, maybe even 240, twice as much as what the Astros offered. He's the youngest of the group of elite free agent shortstops. As I said, he's coming off a great year. There are questions about, his health, his back. He's had some back problems early in his career. Teams will be looking forward to seeing that medical information.
Buster Olney, ESPN's baseball insider, joining us this morning on Keyshawn, JWill, and Max. Buster, Houston had the best offense in baseball this year, but the hitters certainly didn't show up against the Atlanta Braves. What happened?
The Braves pitching and obviously their plans were excellent. Think about this number. Jorge Soler out-homered the Astros in the World Series 3-2. The only home runs for the entire Houston lineup during the World Series, 2 by Jose Altuve. Nobody else hit a home run. Yordan Alvarez was the MVP of the American League Championship Series against the Red Sox, doing damage all over the place. The Braves completely shut him down, pounding him inside with fastballs, throwing a lot of breaking stuff away. As Dusty Baker told us yesterday, it's like they put Alvarez to sleep with this sort of passive-aggressive approach to pitching. They had a plan for all these guys. Alex Bregman also struggled. He just simply does not look like the same player that he did earlier. Was early in his career because just different level of confidence. But up and down the lineup, a lot of guys with the Astros not doing the sort of damage we saw during the regular season.
The great Buster Olney, ladies and gentlemen. The Braves are your World Series champions, and they did it under 500 when they made all the deadline moves, and then pitching brought them to the World Series title like it used to have them contending in the old days. Thank you, Buster. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.